Donk Nation, Jax and Janet's greetings and welcome to your Daily Dose Donkey with Ginger. It's your boy, the Viking Donkey, bringing you another BugCap after a Steelers win at Denver. Bug, how's it going? Good to see the Steelers start 0-2.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you have to say about that game?
impressive.
Yeah, impressive? Well, maybe the defense, but the offense, you can't really be saying that was impressive.
A little went wrong on the offense. When I mean a little, I mean a lot.
You're talking now 2 games. The Steelers have yet to scare 20 points. This looks eerily similar to a team we saw playing last year a lot, does it not?
Yeah.
I mean, really, no production. Untimely penalties just seems to kill this team, and that was a big problem last year. There just doesn't seem to be discipline here, and when guys make mistakes, they make mistakes on the plays that would have been 60-yard plays. It's never like there's a 2-yard loss on a run play. Oh, and there was holding. It's more of oh my gosh, we finally hit a play to George Pickens for 40 yards and holding by Broderick Jones. Just really bad penalties.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff? Well, then say it.
Stop getting penalties.
Stop getting penalties. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Do you want to start by talking the offense, the defense, or the special teams on this week's games?
Offense.
All right, let's start with the offense. First half looked promising. Some big plays, a big run play taken back, a big pass play taken back. And, Justin Fields running around, moving. The Steelers finally get a touchdown on a pass to Darnell Washington. A passing touchdown, first half, things are looking good. But the second half happens, really a slowdown again on offense. 16 passing yards is all they could accumulate in the second half. And it's not like they were blowing them out and just trying to run the clock out. This was a close game. 13-6 is the final score. Just the offense really couldn't seem to get it going. Broderick Jones showing why he deserved to be benched like he is, because when he came in, he really killed the offense in momentum, which why the heck was he brought in when momentum was going? Bug, what do you have to say about that? I mean, bringing in a guy who hadn't played when your team was looking so good, and he ends up killing the momentum with 2 or 3 penalties, that's a bad coaching decision, don't you think?
That's on the coaching a lot.
It certainly is. You're talking a team that just couldn't move the ball, and 13 points on offense. That's poor. That is very poor. That is not acceptable football. This is week 2. Fields, has played a lot. He should have been a lot better than he was. 2-0 though, so we can't fault the offense that much. As their one thing we will say they did really well is they did not turn the ball over, Bug. Not at all.
Oh.
Yeah, that seemed to be the thing, but you're talking a team that's just struggling offensively to find an identity. You're talking back-to-back games where we don't throw where we have under 300 yards of total offense. Fields again ends with a 98 QB rating, but only 117 yards. Najee only 69 yards running, albeit again no touchdowns. Jaylen Warren was a nice little spark, 4.7 yards a carry in there. Brought our rushing attack. That's over 100 yards from our running backs with over 4 yards a carry. You can't really fault them. But no scores on the ground is where the problem is in the running game. And when you look at the passing game, I mean, Pickens should have had 40 yards receiving, so I don't know if we can blame him for that. Freiermuth is the next best target, 4 for 39. Washington caught a touchdown, but still no number 3 receiver. Van Jefferson, 2 for 14. Calvin Austin III, 1 for 6. Even if we combine them, that's 3 catches for 20 yards from our number 2 and 3 receivers. Those guys need to be producing 60 yards a game or so, don't you think?
Yeah.
Between the two of them, and it's not happening. You want to talk special teams next? Boswell being Boswell and Corliss Waitman averaging 53 yards a punt, albeit in Denver, but the dude had to punt 8 times, so 53 yards, that's a lot of yards punting, don't you think? I mean, he put 2 inside the 20 at 3 touchbacks. He did a really good job for stepping in, and looks like he should be the punter going forward. Boswell's money. And thank goodness for Boswell, huh? You want to talk to defense now? T.J. Watt adds another sack because that's what T.J. Watt does. Highsmith added a sack. Nick Herbig would have added a sack, but he got absolutely mugged as both Herbig and Highsmith were dominating Bulls on the left side. Special shout out to Corey Trice coming in and making probably the biggest play of the game with that red zone interception. Donta Jackson gets hurt. Corey Trice comes in, makes that interception, and probably the game-changing moment, don't you think, Bug? Yeah. Anything else you have to say about this defense? TJ, yeah, TJ is certainly the defense. Again, another game where Patrick Queen didn't seem to live up to the price and expectations we have of him. Not something that you really want to see out there. Ogunjobi looks slow again, and this being another game where that seems to happen to him. Tyler Matakevich, a defensive player, more special teamer, gets hurt and lost for the season as he's put on IR. I guess IR to return, so maybe he comes back. But when you look at the defensive side of things, I guess what you really want to point out is Javonte Williams was held to 1.5 yards per carry, did a good job in the run stopping department, but that's because we could stack the box because, one, they never threw the ball down the field, and when they did, Bo Nix was missing the targets. Again, if quarterbacks can't hit the throws against the Steelers, that lets them play the style of football they want. But maybe some concerning things is you saw Josh Reynolds have almost 100 yards receiving. Javonte Williams, while we let him not do anything in the running game, he has 5 catches for 50 yards. You have little Jordan Humphrey out there getting 50 yards. And let's not act like Denver wasn't better this game than they were week 1. They certainly were in terms of moving the football. And I understand that they're not a good team to judge off. I mean, their highest paid player is currently with the Steelers, but defensively, there's still some things that need to be worked on, but winning the turnover battle again, forcing turnovers, forcing negative plays with sacks. That's what the Steelers need going forward, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, anything you want to say in closing of this game? We get our first touchdown, we get our second win of the season, start off 2-0, ready to go to a home game that you get to go to. But any closing thoughts on this one? No? Anything you'd like to say about how the game went as a whole?
Pretty good.
It was pretty good from the defensive perspective. Offense doing what the offense is supposed to do, I guess, and not turning the ball over. I mean, that's the way it seems to be. Yeah. So let's keep going with predictions for this week. Of course, we're going to ask you, Bug, who you think is going to take in each game. We'll start with the New York Giants going to the Cleveland Browns. Who'd you got in that one?
Got the New York Jets.
It's the Giants, not the Jets. The Giants are playing the Cleveland Browns.
I'll play.
You gotta pick someone. All right, do you like the Browns in that one? The next AFC North game we have is the Baltimore Ravens at 0-2 going to the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
And then we have the Washington Commanders going to the 0-2 Bengals.
Bengals.
I think the Bengals are going to get off the snide. And then the money game, Steelers home opener, the Los Angeles Chargers 2-0 under their new Harbaugh coach, doing Harbaugh things, running the ball well, coming to your 2-0 Pittsburgh Steelers, not turning the ball over, playing good defense, doing what they want to do. Which team comes out of this still undefeated? The Chargers or the Steelers?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nice. I like to hear that. But now let's go ahead. We got shout-outs. Anyone you want to give a shout-out to this week who you thought did a great job?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. All right. I kept a clean sheet, so that's fine for a shout-out. I'll let you know I'm the Viking Donkey. That's Viking_Donkey at Twitch or Twitter. Your daily dose of Donkey of Gingers, where you get the bug caps. Be sure to tune in. I don't know when I'm going to put it, but I'm recording both shows on the same day, both Steelers Talk and the Bug Cap, so we got it going crazy. Bug has no socials, but he's here to give you his thoughts. He's getting a little more into it. Maybe he'll even have a whole segment where he breaks down plays that he thought was awesome or something like that. We'll try to keep it going and keep Bug getting to the next level till he's better than me, which won't take long because, Bug's got the skills. But Bugview, it's that time to let Donk Nation, Steelers Nation know what to do. We got to wave them if you got them.
Pittsburgh Nation is the team. Let's go Steelers.